Hello! Oh yes, he's not here. Hello AOS fans, it's just me tonight. I'm afraid Robin has a few other commitments he's had to take on and he won't be able to make tonight, so you've just got me and my beautiful face. I've put Robin's beautiful face over there as well, so you can see him smiling there, because he does love being involved even when he's not around. And it's time for the final. This is the Agents of Sigmar Warhammer Underworlds Online Patreon Season 3. Now we've got our two finalists here tonight. Stee, who's playing, now if I'm going to get this right, I think Stee is playing the Spookies. I'm going to get this wrong. I can't remember now who's playing what. One's playing Spookies, one's playing Skaven. Let's get crashing on into it. You know what? Let's go on to it. You're going to get some excellent punditry from Into the Glory. Stick it in the chat, mate. Chuck it in there. Blather away. Don't you worry. So we're going to crash right on into it. I'm not going to bore you with any chit-chat or nonsense. That's as close to as that is ecstatic for Robin. I'm telling you. That's him ready to jump off the wall. He's happy. So let's crash on. Let's see if we've got this working. Here we go. Here we have the two screens. We've got TheReverendMaynard and we've got Stee over here. Now I've turned the sound off because nobody wants to have to put up with trying to deal with two sets of audio. That's going to get very confusing. So we're going to just wait for them to start their game. Finishing connection, they're getting going. Here we go. It's so exciting. I might try and turn on one person's audio. Maybe that'll work. Does that work? Anybody hear that? Oh, maybe. Let me turn desktop audio on. Maybe someone can hear that one. So, I did have it wrong. The Reverend Maynard is playing the Skaven and Stee is playing the Spookies. Now, both these guys fought through some very tough competition. You ask any of our patrons who are watching the channel, and they will tell you, yes, there were some tough games in there. I am proud to say that I came exactly last place in my group. I think I lost every single game. And that's just the way it goes, you know? That's just the way it goes. But you know what? It's not about the winning, it's about the taking part that counts. That's what I say. Unfortunately, VJ, I think it's really quiet and I can't boost it anymore beyond risk of blowing eardrums out. So I'm not gonna try and push it too hard. So Stee has the objectives. As a spooky player, getting 3 objectives can be what decides the game for you. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Reverend does to get back from that one. Yeah, like I was saying, it's not about the winning, it's about the taking part that counts. And that's what I tell myself whenever I enter any kind of sporting or otherwise competitive event. Because I know where I'm going to end up. I would love to be able to try and work out the most efficient way of doing this. I'm not sure the most efficient way of doing this. Everyone's been very canny with their objectives, moving the back of the board. There might be hidden paths or something like that. Might be very useful. Of course, the Spookies do have 3 different ways overall of being able to get into the other half without you stopping them. One of those cards has recently been put on the restricted list as well. No surprise really, because it's pretty good. So here we go. What's Stee got? He's got Supremacy. That's a nice card to have at the start. Advancing Strike, not so much. He's got some keys. He's got Sidestep. What's the Maynard got? The Maynard? The Reverend Maynard. Now, the Reverend Maynard screen does appear a bit blocky, and I think that might be his net connection because he is playing via GeForce Now, which, of course, is freaking awesome. And if you haven't got it, do check it out. It costs £5 a month, or there is a free version. £5 a month. And you can play Warhammer Underworlds online. It's in a browser, basically, and you can play it on your Mac, on a really crappy old PC, even on Android. So there's loads of different ways to play the game without needing a super powerful PC. And that is what the Reverend Maynard is doing for tonight's game, because his machine isn't the most powerful thing in the world, he said, and he has upgraded. I think that the streaming quality may just be a connection thing, which is, you know, we'll work with what we got here. You can mostly see what's going on. I can jump to the other view if needed. The key to never getting down about not winning is to never expect to win in the first place. That is exactly what I do. I assume I'm always going to come dead bottom or last place, or not great at least. Always put scripture at the back of the board there. Always assume I'm going to come last place. Then it doesn't matter if I lose. Of course, I went to the last Grand Clash and I was pinning my hopes at mid-table obscurity, and I shouldn't have done that because I did not come mid-table. But ho-hum, such is life. I still had a rollicking time when I went. Is there any reason to use it if I already have the Windows TeamViewer setup we're all using? Hello, Craig Sargent. I don't know, VJ. I mean, I think it is slightly better playing it on my Mac directly via GeForce now than it was doing the TeamViewer, but I think overall maybe it's not that much different. I think you'll probably be okay with how you're set up. Hello, Malaki. I'm second bottom. Yes, Rosa did come very slightly lower than me down the table. Only because we had like a losers game afterwards. Not me and Rosa, but we decided to have a knocked out competitors little mini tournament afterwards, and he got crushed in that, unfortunately, and I'm very sorry for you, Rosa. We are trying to sort you out a little wooden spoon. That's what we are trying to do. At some point we will try and get that one sorted out for you. Hello, MacLeod, late to the party. Were you tangled up in your pyjamas getting ready for bed watching this one? Yeah, VJ, I'm not sure I would bother. I think you're probably okay. So, who have we got? All the spookies are lining up the back of the board. Let's quickly jump over to the other side. What's going on over here? We've got all the usual suspects over the back of the board. Lots of regular spookies. All the Skaven are hugging the back of the board, and we haven't got the Bride Queen or the Ever Hanged Out yet. So, interesting what's going on here. Pajamas and Udi. Good. Welcome aboard, anybody who's just joined us. This is the Agents of Sigmar Warhammer Underworlds Online Patreon only Season 3 final between Stee and the Reverend Maynard. Stee, as you can see here, is playing the Spookies, and Reverend is playing the Skaven. This will be a best of 3. So who wins the choice to go first? It is the Skaven. What is he going to do? I am going to try and swap between the views wherever possible. I don't know how much I'll cock that up, but we'll find out. So Spookies going first. I'm guessing he's going to do a Varklav push. Good old-fashioned Varklav push at the start. He does have Supremacy in his hand, so he's probably going to want to try and line his guys up early for that one. I'm not sure if the Skaven are going to be able to stop him. Let's see. And he's going to shunt some people around the board. You've only just got out of bed, VJ, you lazy thing, you. The Spookies do have sound. It's not very loud, and I didn't want to put both of them on. I didn't want to keep both of them on because I figured I'm going to have to end up muting and then unmuting and stuff like that. And I didn't know how much of a faff that would be. I really need some way of being able to just remote connect to both players' machines or something like that. I'm not sure. It's probably almost impossible. There's a reason why when they do these things, they do it live, right? And they have all the machines in one place and it's all wide in, because then you don't get all of these delays and stuff. But we work with what we've got. And like I say, the Skaven view is a little bit blocky. I'm not 100% sure why, because he is playing with the GeForce Now setup, so his graphics will be absolute mint on his end. But, yeah, so he does have a distract here. He does have a Musk of Fear. We can see in his hand. He can recognise those blurs. And what's he going to do for his first turn? I mean, it might be blurry, but, I mean, the quality seems to be good, so... So what's he doing? Festry Skaven. What's he going to do with him? Going to attack the Bride Queen straight away, or is he just moving to position? He's got a precise use of force down there. Can't quite make the other ones out though. Confused priorities. Okay, so maybe he's going after some of those objectives. Interesting, swapping over 5 and that one there. Not sure why, but that's an interesting one. Just going to let Reverend know what's going on. How is everybody doing out there in internet land as well? Unfortunately, like I said, Robin won't be joining us tonight. I'm afraid he has some family things to attend to, which means he was unable to make tonight at the last minute. But he's here in spirit with us, and we had to go ahead with it as well because we'd lined everything up. Everyone was ready. Right, there we go. Do I think people struggle with Thorns now with the errata? I'm assuming you mean the tabletop version, Craig, and I think maybe they will. I think they're definitely not as easy as they were before. Now, I'm doing a terrible job at presenting here. Absolutely woeful, because I don't know what's going on now. But it looks like the spookies are charging in. Oh god, what have I done? So he's charged in. We've got a hammer. Ooh, that's a dead hungering right there. That's a glory already. It's 2 glory because he scored advancing strike. A strong start. It's not a strong start. It's advancing strike. But you get what I mean. Craig Sargent, I do think that people will find the Thorns aren't quite so much of an instant win now that they've had a few of their specific cards blocked, banned, restricted, and that they've also, you know, had the Varclav push reduced to just one per round. It definitely makes them not easy mode anymore. I mean, I find them quite easy to win games with, which means they're probably pretty easy to win with. Pixels are so hot for right now, Matt. You are true. I did quite like the thing. The only problem we do have is if I quickly swap back over to the Reverend Maynard's view, he seems to have a weird bug going on where once his skeletons start running, they don't stop, baby. They just keep on running. Well, it's not his view. Interesting. It's actually Steve's view. So is he going to use... He's got a go on guard and he's got a distract effectively. I wonder if he's going to use that distract right at the end to absolutely stuff up the Reverend Maynard's attempts at his supremacy, which he's so nicely lined up already. Like my green shirt, Matt. There we go. Look at that beauty. Look at that. Look at that. They are the greatest. I'm not biased at all as to which side I'd like to win here. I'm actually not that biased. I mean, Skaven were my first love, but I do like the Thorns as well. I do like them. So what other comments we've got here? VJ, please pass on your condolences to Rob and his family. I will do that, sir. Ollie Deer says, you would love to get involved in the next one. How can you join in? You just have to be a Patreon subscriber supporter. And you can join in at the lowest level, $2 a month. You get a whole raft of benefits. You get the Discord channel. You get access to our continuing rolling online tournaments. You get videos a week early, ad-free, and lots of other chat and stuff as well. So yeah, do go check out Patreon. It's all on there, and hopefully you'll want to jump on board because we have a pretty nice group going. I'm sure lots of the people in the channel are all Patreoners who are eager to see this final, and hopefully they would all chime in and say it's great. So yeah, James Milne, you're here. We can start now. Oh, this is awkward. Yeah, kind of. We already did. So I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I'm trying to talk to everyone and I'm trying to talk. So he's using his Musk of Fear. Does he have change of tactics? I can't see change of tactics. I can see a precise use of force, but maybe that was used just to inspire someone. I think you're right, Matt. I think we have to stop the participation trophy. We need to get on with season 4 as soon as possible. We will start taking new applications for that come tomorrow morning. How do you get one of those t-shirts, Craig Sargent? Check out Teespring. It should be in the description of this post. There will be a link in there to Teespring, and it is on there, and you can buy this very, very exact t-shirt. And if you can't find a t-shirt you do want in there, let us know. We can make one up for you. Oh, the Queen's attacking, but there was a crit save from Kirk. Oh, that's a bit painful, isn't it? Oh, that's never good. Oh, see, we've got a running Skaven. Running, 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 running. Unfortunately, Kirk's in a bit of a spot. Because he's a bit stuck. I mean, he could charge forwards and attack the Bride Queen, but she has charge now, so maybe it doesn't matter too much. Maybe it doesn't matter too much. Don't worry, Tim, your name will be down. I'm assuming you're going to be playing Stormcast? Something like that? I know you're going to be playing Oryx. Everyone knows you play Oryx. You ordered it, considering it ordered. Awesome, loving it. Great stuff. Like I say, if you can't find it on there, do let us know on Facebook or here, I guess. What am I doing? Going the wrong way. Right, Spooky's in attacked and the mist. So we're over to the Skaveny dudes. Let's go back to Rev. What's the Rev going to do? I missed his cards. I can't quite tell what his cards are. We've got hold objective 1, precise use force on 1 and 2. I couldn't see if he had 1 and 2 in his half at the start. I'm assuming he does. Oh no, he got rid of one of them. He got rid of hold. No, oh, he's getting rid of that one. Okay. Yeah, precise use force is going to be tricky to pull off in this situation, at least without an inspired scritch. I don't know what the other objectives are. I'm assuming he has 1 and 2 in his half. Can anybody identify those? I'm assuming he has 1 and 2, or at least 1, because he didn't get rid of the other one. He's not using his distract just yet. Probably holding on to that until Stee has had his turn. Oh, Stee's pulled out his own distract and is shoving. Who's going to shove off? Yeah, that's going to be a right pain, that is. I'm guessing that it's going to be a tit for tat scenario here, and both parties are going to end up distracting their opponents off. I will tell them, I was just about to say, Matt, I'm going to ask them to put the overlays on. Just in case you're, hopefully they're not listening. They shouldn't be listening to this, because that'd be cheating. There's a lot of Skaven at the back of the board here. Everyone's all huddled up, and there's all these spookies over the other side. No one's doing none. What's going on over this side? We're in the power steps. Everyone's passing. We've got a key over here, and we've got confused priorities. I think that one is confused priorities. Hello, Kyle. Welcome aboard. And we're over to Varklav. Varklav's doing his shovey push. Or he's going to shove the Everhanged onto that objective, which of course isn't going to matter, because he can distract someone. He has got a distract in his hand to shove somebody off, but that is 4 spookies on objectives. The only way he could do anything about that would be to charge, and he hasn't got the room to. It does look like we're going to have a round 1 supremacy for... I can't remember who's playing the spookies already. For Stee. Stee is going to get his supremacy, which is probably right exactly where he wanted it. He also has 1 and 4. He's got 4. And I think he also has 1, so he could be doing quite well out of this. This could be a very, very strong start for the spookies. So let's jump over to the Reverend again, see what the Skaven are up to. What objective is this? There's a Skaven on it, but we can't see the number from either view. Very curious. Now, what to do? I mean, I would probably distract. He's just going to attack. Okay. Interesting. Oh. A very poor miss indeed. And now he's going to distract a spooky off of an objective. He was hoping to knock one off and distract another one off. I mean, it's painful when that happens. Who's he going to distract off? I don't think it matters too much. He was single finger typing. I mean, that's where I started. So what have we got here? What have we got? I think the Skaven are going to be off to a bit of a weak start. Robin might join. He might join. I don't know if he's just going to join the chat. He might dial in on Skype. We will play that by ear. We'll see if he can join us. He might. I'm going to get that out of the way. You don't want to see my Skype chat thingy. What is it that you are hoping you asked them to implement, Matt? It's frustrating you can't pan the cameras. I really need them to implement a spectator mode. And technically, I mean, I mentioned this earlier, I don't know how many people saw, but the Reverend Maynard, he is playing on the GeForce Now service. So he's playing on a machine in the cloud, so why we can't all connect to that and spectate, I don't know. What's going on over on the spookies? So he's chucked a key on. He's got 6 glory already. I mean, that's a powerful start. Oh, we have 2 objective 4s. That's a bit wonky. I don't know if they are both objective 4 or not. That is very, very weird indeed. I am not sure what's gone on there. So what have we got here? We've got some more objectives. Objective 2, 1 and 2. I mean, I don't know what's going on why they're both 4. That's just strange. Let's jump over to the Skaven. See what's going on over on the Skaven side. So he did score objective 1 at least. He has got a glory. The question is, what's he going to do with it? I mean, Skaven are all really bunched up and they've got Scritch locked into a corner, which could be really tricky. All I can say, well, we've got Confusion, Hidden Paths. That's a good one to get Scritch out. If he Hidden Paths Scritch over the other side, he could just wreak havoc on all of the weaker spookies, which I think is what he's looking at now as to his options, as to maybe dumps him over in this backfield somewhere and he just goes to town on people. Yeah, I'd heard of that bug and not seen it until now, James, so very interesting. So I don't know what he's going to do. Does he abandon his previous plan? I don't know if his previous plans were to let's jump to the person whose turn it is. Maybe it's a hidden feature. Could be a hidden feature. So spookies are going first. I completely missed the roll. Didn't even see who won the roll. So I apologise to anybody over that one. I mean, frankly though, he's going for Kirk. Kirk is completely trapped. Oh, he's missed massively though. I mean, that's a blessing in disguise for him there, really. That really is a blessing. What bug, Matt? There's 2 objective 4s on the table. That's the bug. Red, watching whilst decorating little models, I hope. Hello, Red Rose. Glad to have you on board. Endless Malice having another go at that poor Kirk. Oh, he has got it. Kirk does save, but he is trapped, so he does take the damage. And he is one-shotted. I think the Queen does have an upgrade on her. Ouch. That's 7 glory to 1. 7 glory to 1. This is a very, very brutal first game. This is why you have best of 3s, right? This is why you have them best of 3s. David Henson, do look into the GeForce Now thing. It is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Anybody out there who's on a Mac, on a crappy machine, on anything like that, do check it out. It is great. I'm going to quickly mute Robin, who has decided to jump on board. Let's go back to the action. Back to the action. What's going on? It's all going to go horribly wrong in a moment. I can feel it in the waters. What's going on? So, Skaven-y. What are the Skaven-y doing? What's Lurky doing? You can do something with Lurky. It's just drawing a power card. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure what his plans are now. I mean, with Stee already steaming ahead 7 glory, it's a difficult spot to be in. I can't tell what I would do here, really. I mean, he's down 2 rats. We're going back over to the Reverend, who's going to play Howling Vortex. Is he going to cast it? I thought for ages there was a bug with Howling Vortex in that I played the card and it sat for ages and didn't do anything. Turns out you have to click the spooky. Who'd have known? So what's he doing? Shoving people around. Shoving Scritch over into the corner. Oh, that could be painful for him. I think you're right, Mr. Marlowe. Skaven do appear to be having a slightly bad time this time round. Now, Steve has definitely pulled the game out of the bag before. He has fought many other people in Patreon to get here. So, I mean, best of 3. I hope, next game, we'll see what goes on. There's nothing saying he hasn't won this one yet. But at the same time, it's not looking like a good starter for them. Yes, as per the rules of the league, Steve has to throw the second game to make this a best of 3 and make it interesting. Milky's on board. Hello, Milky. Milky, Milky. I wonder who else is going to drop in this evening. We haven't got Robin with us at the minute because obviously he has some family business he needs to attend to and is currently unable to make it. Or is he? I'm still doing a terrible job of following what's going on because I'm too busy looking at the chat and trying to follow. So I apologise profusely on this one. Sorry for not talking. I'm texting Robin. Robin might be joining us, so I'm just communicating with him as well. We'll see if he can get in, and I'm going to try and actually commentate on this at the same time, so not be quite so crap. I apologise. What's going on now? No, I'm not asking in a. I don't know what's going on now. Oh, there goes the Queen. Oh, just one sword. Oh God! Oh God! It's a dead Scritch. Oh! Oh God! Oh my word! 8 glory to 1. Wow. Mr. Maynard is on the ropes right now. That, I mean, Mr. Marlowe says that's game. That's brutal. That is brutal. Valentin says yesterday he played an orc who played more chopping in his power phase, but it was his activation first, so he got the extra dice. I thought it was a bug, but the card doesn't say friendly fight. Yeah, there are a few cards like that. And I was playing someone. Thank you, David. I can multitask. This shit's easy. I completely lost it now. Oh God! I mean, he's got a handful of cards, and he's got 2 poor old ratties left. He's got to put expendable on somebody, just for a final FU if he kills someone, surely. Right now, the Reverend Maynard is in a painful spot. Yeah, Valentin, there are a few cards which will give you extra dice. And I was playing someone the other day who charged. He had. He kept playing the offensive cards on his activation, so I would then have my turn, and they would just be completely wasted. He did that. I think the first time he did it, I thought, "Oh, that's a shame." And I think I had a reactionary card which gave me an attack, and that threw things, and that threw him out of sequence, which has happened to me before. And Robin and I have done that in games. And oh, what's that? Hello, Mr. Robin. I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? No, maybe I hung up on him. Are you there, Mr. Robin?
I am. The camera's not connected, which is why.
That's right, you don't need it.
No, don't I? Okay.
You don't. But you are live. Everyone say hello to Robin.
Hello, everybody.
We're in the first game, and it's brutal, Robin. It's absolutely brutal.
Is it?
It's 8 glory to the Spookies. Scritch is dead.
Oh.
Skaven have 1 glory. It's painful.
Ow. Goodness. I lost to the Spookies. They're really hard.
They are pretty tough. They're tough cookies, they are. So we're just, I mean, watching this game, this first game is almost a bit of a I can't think of the word now. You've come on live, Robin. You've thrown me off completely. I can't think of the words. It's a formality. I think it's more formality now. This first game. It has definitely been a very brutal. I mean, the first round, it was already about 6 glory to 1, and the Reverend Maynard was stopped from scoring a couple of his glory. He would have had 3.
Oh, okay.
The Queen has killed both Kirk and Scritch as well this round.
Ow. That's not nice. I hear there were some objective issues as well.
Yes, for some reason, some of the objectives, it looks like there's 2 objective 4s, which is a bit wonky.
That's a very peculiar bug.
We're just coming up to the end of the second round at the moment. It's Spookies. I keep forgetting who's playing who, but Steve is playing the Spookies. I keep thinking he's playing the Skaven for some reason. I think it's the Spookies' 3rd activation. Oh no, sorry, it's the TheReverendMaynard's 4th activation now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or is it his 3rd? One's his 3rd. Oh, it must be his 3rd. It's very weird. I can't work out what's going on.
The duplicated objective hidden feature. Yes, it'd be all right if you had like. I assume is it just labelled incorrectly?
I think it is just labelled incorrectly. Like
Right.
the on this one, objective 1 here that the Queen's sitting on.
Yeah.
The 1 keeps disappearing. Like right now, I can't see it on
I can't.
Reverend's screen, but it was showing a moment ago. So
Okay. I can't. I'm doing that thing where I'm trying to move around the board and it doesn't work.
yeah, several people have already said, "Oh, I can't move around the board." I mean, technically, right, the Reverend Maynard, he's playing on GeForce Now, which is brilliant, and I'd recommend to everyone. So he's playing on a machine in the cloud. Why can't we all connect to that machine?
Yeah. He might not like that though.
No, that's true. That's true.
Just jumping on his machine. No, we probably should be commentating on the game, really, shouldn't we?
I'm doing terribly at that at the moment. I've been trying to talk to people and commentate. I keep going back and
it's hard on your own. That's why I jumped in.
yeah, I keep looking back at the game and going, "Oh God, what's going on?" I have literally no idea. Craig Sargent says, "There's no Grimwatch T-shirts. We can make one, Craig. We can make you."
Yeah, we can make that. Drop us a line in the Facebook to remind me, Craig, and I'll do it.
Yeah. We can make it however you want.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
And we've picked up a new Patreoner. Oliver Dern has joined us. He inquired earlier. He said, "How's he get into the next game or the next tournament?" And I told him, and he's
brilliant. So you plugged that, did you?
I did. Plugged it hard.
The tournament, you just have to join. Even $2, even at the $2 level, you're in.
Yep.
And especially with GeForce being out now, it's even easier to join.
It is, yes. I mean, anybody who's got a subpar machine at home or a Mac or any of those kind of things, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We've had a cheeky confusion go on here by the Skaven player. Trouble is, unfortunately, the Reverend's view is a little bit blocky. Not sure why.
No, I'm watching it on Steez, I have to say, just because it's a bit clearer to watch.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what. I'm assuming his connection, his upload's not great or something, or maybe it's a Discord setting. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look into it after this.
Yeah. Some confused priorities maybe being played. Waiting over here. It keeps popping up.
I mean, I'm confused about my priorities here. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not. I'm here. I chose to be here over sleep.
Yeah, and for that, I'm sure a lot of people in the chat are very, very appreciative right now. I know I am, because I don't know what the fuck I'm playing at. Now, it's interesting. He's got hold of objective 1 and 2, and I think he has 1 and 2 on his side, but the Queen's sitting on objective 1, but he's chosen to run that Skaven across the other side of the board. Maybe he's going to move it over there, perhaps. I don't know.
Cards he got. I haven't actually looked at his cards yet. Oh, here comes confused priorities. I knew he was waiting to play it.
Oh, what's coming out? What's coming out?
It's, oh, it's just not.
Which one's he swapping?
So we've got a Skaven there. Oh yes, he's got lots and lots of pixelated cards. I see. Looks like a key.
Yeah, I've been trying to use my shape recognition to work out which cards are.
Yeah. Is that side step coming in now, maybe?
I think they just played the swapping the 2 objectives around, but I'm not sure which 2 he's swapped
Steve
around.
played that, didn't he? Steve played that.
Yes, Steve did. Spooky Steve.
I didn't know. Yeah, I've not got a good enough working knowledge.
I think the spooky player got exactly what he wanted at the start. He had 3 objectives in his half, and he started with supremacy. It's hard
I hate people like that.
It's hard to do much with that kind of situation. Yeah, he scored objectives 3 and 4. It's just brutal. It's like watching someone kick a puppy to death. And he scored 1 and 2. Oh my god. He is standing on every single objective almost, apart from this Skaven down in the bottom corner over there.
Wow.
Matt says, Spooky Steve and Ratty Rev. I'm going to try and use that to remember because I can't keep getting them mixed up.
I like it.
Matt
Eyes
reckons
of the
that.
Nine
Sorry.
Sorry, Eyes of the Nine got 5th in the latest big vassal tournament.
Ooh,
Apparently,
interesting.
good going.
Valentin did invite us to a vassal tournament going on sometime soon, but I'm not going to lie. Just the fact that some of the people are going to be playing in it scared me off. That's going to be the Steel City guys. Sorry?
With baseball bats, or
No, it's just the fact there was people like a man and the Steel City guys and John and Co.
they all playing in it? Wow, yeah. I'm glad. I'm busy that weekend. What weekend is it?
I'm doing my hair.
Yeah. I might actually be doing my hair. It is in desperate need.
I thought you were just going for the scary tramp look.
I am going for Scary Tramp.
Made you a song and everything. Ratty Rev's feed appears to have died.
Okay.
Hopefully he hasn't rage quit. I'll jump back over to the spookies for now.
Still here. Somebody's playing acrobatic.
I mean, at this point, it's 13 glory to 1.
Yeah.
Anything that happens now is just kicking a puppy to death. I think we have two fairly sort of objective grabbing sort of decks going on here as well, but I think out of the two, I think the spookies just managed that a bit better. I think, but also the fact that the spookies don't have the limitation right now that Varclav can keep moving them time after time after time. There's nothing to stop you doing that.
No, that is true. We'll be interested to see whether they catch up with that. Possibly not, because that's quite a long way down the line for them, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and Craig Sargent says that Fast Riders came second. Very strange stuff going on. I mean,
are they best of ones?
They might be. So you wonder if that's a good point. Valentin, are you on? Can you confirm, are they best of ones, or do you know? Because if they are best of ones, that does give you the chance to play a bit of a hidden trick sort of deck, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Valentin's going to check. Thank you very much, Valentin. It's very nice of you. Anybody watching now who isn't and wants to get in on the next tournament in chance to win a cup that looks a little bit like this cup, but not actually this.
Glitch.
Oh dear, what's going on, Steve? What's going on?
It won't let me select who goes. I've had that problem before. Actually, Steve, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? You can't, can he?
Possibly not, or possibly, yeah, hopefully not. Well, it depends if you've muted your microphone. Hopefully in Discord you've muted your microphone so we can't hear you.
I think I did. Nobody said they can hear me. So
that's a good point, because Steve's won and he can't pick who goes first, can he?
I think it was probably buggered, because when this happened to me, I thought, oh, it's all right. When it resets for the next turn, it'll be fine. I'll be able to do it. And then I couldn't select anybody next turn.
It does appear to be a bit balked. I'm just inquiring with the players if they're happy to call this game there. One in the bag for Steve, possibly. And then move on to game 2.
Steve's happy to call it.
Of course he is. He's got 13 glory. He's like, yeah.
How does he register to play season 4? Justin wants to know. Justin, I cut your patron, aren't you? So just in the on the Discord, just chuck a shout out in there. I think Matt will ask for new players tomorrow, and we'll just put your name down in there. There's an Underworlds League channel in the Discord, so just chuck your name in there and we'll be on.
We are going to cancel that game there. That's one game to Stee. So first game 13-1 to Stee. Hello Monty Tuck, thank you for joining us. And the players are just lining up for game 2. Matt
will do a rally call starting tomorrow. Oh,
and we'll probably give it till the weekend.
Yeah.
For as many people to join as they can or want to, and then we'll crash on. We'll see how many we've got. I think we had 20 or 22 this time round. Last time it was 16. Before that it was maybe 12.
Yeah.
It's growing. It's growing.
It's going to be great if we get 32 be like the World Cup.
Me. I'll be England. No, wait.
I am England every game.
Unless Germany are playing.
I got knocked out in the quarterfinals.
Hey, I don't make it through the playoffs, so that kind of makes me England half the time.
Ballington thinks it was best of 3. Wow, that's impressive. Eyes and
Yeah.
I placing so highly. Well, I didn't check. Were there more than 5 warbands?
There was only 4.
That's an impressive showing. I was just going to try and look at the deck actually, just because I like to completely and utterly balk what we're meant to be doing every week. Roll off.
Here's the roll-off time. Who's going to win it? Ooh, Skaven win.
Said I always lose.
So that's possibly what Steve wants, though, because he's going to get 3 objectives again.
Okay.
And he got that last time. 45 players. That is impressive.
Wow.
Best
4
of 3.
to 5.
Yeah, Valentine's missed the slash out of that one. 4/5 players. So, here we go. Game 2. What's going to go on this time? Now, I don't think that Reverend Maynard's going to want to offset this time.
Yes, he was offset last time.
He offset last time, possibly thinking that the Steve was going for an offensive, spooky sort of warband. Oh, he's offset again. Okay.
Interesting.
He kind of, I don't think you joined by then, but his guys had got a bit snarled up last time. At the back of the board, Kirk was caught between Scritch and another Skaven player. And it all got a bit jammed up at the back of the board. And then he had an unlucky roll. He missed an attack, and if he'd made the attack, he had a distraction. He would have stopped Steve from scoring Supremacy round 1, but it didn't come off, so he was a bit screwed, even with a 3 dice attack.
Oh, that's a shame.
Which is always it's a bit painful.
Bitter.
A Skaven deck 1. Ooh, a Skaven deck 1 as well. What's going on? I'm loving this. Skaven, eyes,
What tournament was this? That's the Battle Tournament. Wow.
That's impressive. I'm loving it. I don't know who won it, but I don't know.
Was that only the one Ollie Bond won?
I don't know.
Or was that a different one? I can't keep track, and every day is the same. I've just got no idea what's happening.
So, the Skaven player possibly has the worst objectives as well. He's got 1 and 3. Oh no, we've got a couple of 3s over here. This is weird. I think some people get these bugs a lot more than other people, and it must be something due to hardware.
Right,
some kind of hardware issue on the machine. Which is very strange, because they noticed some of the other problems they'd said in one of the... they posted a thing before about how some of their the bugs they found were due to hardware issues and stuff like that, and that must be an absolute minefield to try and work through.
There were so many kind of variables, literally. That must be so hard. Well, I know nothing about it, but so is it consistent, the mistake across the games, or does one person show the right thing and the other person show the wrong one?
I have not 100% clue, if I'm honest.
Okay.
I'm just going to ask.
That was a difficult question. I apologise. I know you don't really know.
I'm going to say maybe. I'm going to ask them to turn the overlays on again just so we can see. Just telling, we've got 2 4s over on the spooky side. They've got a 2 and 2 4s, and there's a 3 and 1 over the other side. So there's a 5 somewhere that isn't a 5, or isn't a 4 rather.
I've got a 5. I'm looking at the Reverend Maynard. He's got 5. He's got 1 and 5 on his end, and 4, 2, and 3. Oh, the stream's just finished there.
Okay, he might be trying to turn it on again in a moment. We'll stick with the spookies for now then.
It's come back.
Oh, here we go. We're back. So yes, last time Scritch and Co all got a bit jammed up in the backfield, so I'm not sure what will happen this time around. Nobody's got rid of any cards again, which is interesting. Do I have a mechanical keyboard, Matt? I do not, but the problem I do have is my microphone is right next to my keyboard, so I apologise for that. Yeah, unfortunately, if I'm typing, that's all people can hear. I need to. Oh, I nearly killed off the stream then by accident.
I've got a mechanical keyboard. If anybody's interested.
I can definitely hear yours. So every time you roll those dice.
Yeah. Yes. I love my mechanical keyboard.
I always like them, but I can't because the keys are quite high, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can never. I've got a Mac, and the Mac keys are always really low profile. So.
Yeah, I just had to get one because when I was typing on my old laptop, I was getting RSI, so I bought one of these. It was much better. But actually now I do most of my typing on the MacBook. The MacBook keyboard is wider, so it's not a problem.
Andrew Rice says he loves my dramatic audio typing. It's like something off the movies.
This just in.
It's like when I'm hacking the mainframe. We just need 2 people using the same keyboard. Dumbest bloody scene in the world.
James Bond has got 3 mechanical keyboards.
Wow.
He's
Very
a
nice.
self-confessed mech board nerd. Well, you're in a good place.
Yep.
For any sort of nerd, really.
Pretty much. So I wonder with the latest file list, it sounds like that's made some really interesting changes.
It really does, and I kind of feel like we've missed the trick and we're a bit behind.
Yeah, but that's us. That's us in a nutshell.
That's true. I think we've only played 1 game since. Obviously, we are only 2 people.
Yeah,
so,
there is but 2 of us.
Where there were 45 of them, which I suppose you're going to get 45 decks out of that.
You will get at least 45 decks, that's true.
Exactly, yeah.
How many good ones is hard to tell.
Well, if we were playing, none.
Oh, the spooky player has supremacy again off the bat, and he's got 3 objectives. That's
quite lucky, isn't it?
That's very jammy.
And Treacherous Foe, that's the one that's about the easiest card in the game to score, isn't it?
Play a reaction. Well, only if you've got a reaction.
So I don't know how many. Yeah, otherwise it's possible, I suppose. I don't know how many reactions he's got there.
I can't see any.
No.
He's got a sudden appearance and a spectral parry, so he hasn't got. So he can't. That one is a dead card at the minute. He's got objectives 1 and 2, but I don't know if he's got 1 in his half. No, I think the Skaven player's got 1. This is going to be interesting. So it's the TheReverendMaynard. It's the Ratty Rev. What's he doing? He's just moving a Skaven onto an objective. He's got hidden paths. He's got confused priorities. What's he going to snatch? He's going to snatch. I think he's got hold objective 1 and 2 or something like that. So he might be snatching one of those.
It's early for that play, I feel, but like to keep those things to the end.
My typing reminds Andrew of Borisov of Goldeneye. I just need to shout, "Give me the ghost, Natalia!" I don't think I've watched Goldeneye.
You've never watched Goldeneye?
I don't even know if I've ever watched Goldeneye.
I went to the cinema. You were probably about 6. But
when did Goldeneye come out?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm just typing it in the YouTube chat.
Ed Balls.
95.
95, there you go. So how old were you then?
14.
I was 22, so there we go.
There you go. Sean Bean's in it. Spoiler alert, he dies. That's not a spoiler.
Oh, there's an attack going.
This happened last game as well. The Everhang just ploughed in and took a rat out.
Right.
It's like watching the puppy get kicked to death again. I kind of feel like he needs to charge Scritch across the board and start causing havoc and mayhem, but he has got hidden paths and Scritch is on an edge hex, so we might be about to see that.
That might be coming.
Plus, there are always more as well, so we can bring that Skaven back with very little problem right now.
Yeah.
He's not done anything, so it's on his turn. He kind of needs to do something with Scritch, I think, to try and take out that headless dude.
We didn't see enough of his deck really last time, did we, to know what the game plan is?
No, but he's got 1 in on the spooky. Now he probably wants to push him back so he doesn't inspire. Oh, he hasn't. I make that mistake all the time. I think I'm not going to push him back because I'll have a go at him next turn. I'll get the assist and then they inspire, and I think, shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if he's got... Because he could attack with Scritch next turn and maybe take the Everhanged out. And then he could hidden path Scritch across the board. But we've got a sudden appearance.
Coming.
Who's that? The Bride Queen.
Queen, yeah, coming over.
This happened last time as well. I think he had sudden appearance with the Bride Queen.
But you said he's got a hidden path now this time, so you've got to think he's going to move Scritch away at this point.
Well, do you, or do you keep Scritch there to try and shut the Bride Queen up?
Yeah, but isn't it the Bride Queen? Oh, no, it's not the Bride Queen's go next, is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
So
So
you've got to think that the Bride Queen might kill.
I see what you mean. Yeah,
Scritch.
yeah, that's true. He's just put incredible strength on the Queen's when she will inspire, so she will be doing 4 damage.
I think it's got to be a hidden path move, but he didn't play it first time.
He might have been waiting. This might be the move that makes him think I need to get Scritch.
That's a bold move as well.
He hasn't played it still.
Still didn't play it.
This might be his undoing. Yeah, the Everhang and the Bride Queen are both inspired now. That is...
Wow.
That's not nice. If he doesn't miss this attack, it's probably almost game over straight away. What's going on? Oh! Fluffs it.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. So we've got 28 people watching tonight. Hopefully you're all watching and having fun, enjoying the chat. And if you've got any questions about the game, Underworlds online or on the board, do let us know and we will try and answer them. If you're interested in joining in next time round, you just have to be a Patreon member, $2 and up. You get to join, get on the Discord, you can join all the tournaments, you get loads of other little extras as well for a couple of dollars a month. It ain't that bad.
That's pretty good. I think the Discord is worth it alone.
I think so. We do lots of chatting on the Discord, there's lots of stuff going on there. Right, what's he going to do? If it were me, I'd attack the Everhang with Scritch, which he's about to do. Oh! Oh my god!
Whoa!
Double crit and double crit.
Wow, God, crit death Matt is in the house.
What a... Oh, I'd be spitting blood if I was the Skaven player right now. That's disgusting.
Oh. Well, score peerless fighter though. Yeah.
I mean, I
The
don't
only
know
time you ever score peerless fighter is when it's not in your hand.
Yeah.
That's my experience of that game.
Or you want to miss.
Yeah, Valentin asked when the sign up is, and Matt said it's tomorrow. So basically, sign up will start from tomorrow, but you have a few days if you want to join in. Then you can.
I think he's going to do the right thing and get Scritch the F out of there. If he dumps him on the other side of the board, he can put a couple of spookies in range. He can put them right between, and he can hit a couple of them. Or he's going to put him right next to 2 of them. But yeah, there's a blocked one there. He could go for either one on an objective and stop supremacy. Yeah. And I think that might be the most important thing right now.
Wouldn't want to be Kurt right now.
No. Oddly enough, he died in a very... I would actually use Confusion right now, either on Scritch or on Kirk to inspire them, just to get the extra dodge or the extra shield. In fact, I'd probably do that on Kirk to get him an extra shield.
Yeah.
He's going to on Scritch.
Scritch onto the objective, or...
That's okay. The only problem is the Queen hasn't moved. So she could go after objective 1 to still score supremacy. That would keep Kirk safe, but...
True. And it's... Yeah. And also Scritch is trapped, although he's unlikely to attack him.
Yeah. Anyway, unlikely. I guess he could raise the other Skaven over the other side next to Scritch to give him some backup.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't think right now I'd be so worried about Scritch. I think I'd be going for that, trying to get supremacy again.
There are always more.
There are always more. Where's that ratty going? Just jump view. I didn't think he was going to play that.
Ooh.
He's appearing over the other side of the board. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Getting away from the Queen, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's got nothing else to play, so we're back to Spooky Stee.
Activation Force. This is the last one.
Yep. So I think I wouldn't worry about Scritch. I think I'd be going for supremacy. You could charge with the Queen onto the objective and go for a Skaven.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do by the looks of things. Yeah, attacking the Hungering.
Yes. Poor old Hungry. Everybody wants hungry Skaven. Oh.
Splat.
Splat that
Splat
rat. That is a splatted rat. I'm not sure what he can do now. I mean, he could go after one of the other spookies with the festering Skaven here. But I think it's...
Can't he charge with...
He can't charge with Scritch because he's moved.
Oh, he's used hidden paths, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. And whilst it's a more guaranteed kill, you probably want to be trying to stop supremacy.
Yeah. What other cards has he got? I'm looking at...
He's only got a key.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'd be trying to stop supremacy here. Which I think he's going for as well. He's put him on that he's put him on that hex, which could leave him a bit blocked as well, though, which is dangerous. But maybe it's because of the... Oh, he's got a crit. He's got them. He has at least, I think, stopped him from scoring supremacy.
Ah, okay.
Which is good, but he might struggle. We're up to 31 viewers. Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Thank you for joining. We are currently streaming the Agents of Sigmar Patreon-only Warhammer Underworlds online Season 3 finale.
Kind of feel like we need a snappier name for it.
Yeah, the trouble is when you actually just put all the initials out, it just looks like someone sneezed.
Whooshu.
Awesome.
Maybe that's what we should call it. Whooshu.
Wooshoo. So no objectives scored for the spookies. It's a better start for the Skaven.
He's got rid of 1 and 2.
I think he's keeping supremacy.
And treacherous foe. I suppose that's fair enough. He's more likely to get some reactions this time.
Has he got rid of treacherous foe?
Yeah,
He's still got it at the moment.
Yeah, I said keeping it. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think he'll pick up more cards. I think.
Yeah, I was thinking he's got more chance. He's got a chance of getting his reactions out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who's watching who is interested in joining in Season 4, you just have to be a Patreon member at the $2 level. And anybody who likes...
So, yeah, there you go. That's a charming title.
Oh,
Whooshu.
Shade Glass Dagger.
Shade Glass Dagger, going on that chain rasp, perchance.
I think he's putting it on the Clubber Chain Rasp, which if he then gets first turn, that could be painful.
Yeah. Shade Glass Dagger is such a nasty card.
It is. I mean, it's unsurprising that it's a restricted card, right? Because it's flipping brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they gave it the +1 damage when you roll a crit as well.
I know.
Oh, mind you, didn't all the Shade Glass weapons have that?
I think they did. It's insane though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember not really looking at it in that I kind of totally used it like not used it, but imagined it was going to be like traditional role-playing fare. So they had a sword and a dagger and a spear, and I just thought, well, the dagger would be rubbish in comparison. So I just equipped the sword, which was pretty good. And it was only when kind of one day I was looking at the card thinking, bloody hell.
That's actually not bad. Now, the Skaven player, Ratty Rev, he is 3 glory up to 2, so he's doing a bit better, but he really needs to win this roll, and he has.
Okay,
so
I'm behind.
He's got to go for doing something with Scritch. Surely he's got to take out that spooky with the Shade Glass Dagger.
You'd think. I mean, that's attacking with Scritch it's good work if you can get it really as a Skaven player, isn't it?
Yeah.
What objectives have you got?
I'm almost tempted. I think I'd almost be tempted to charge with Scritch just to get him out of dodge, but he's got sidestep.
Roll off.
Really?
Yeah.
What's wrong with your connection?
I don't know.
The Skaven player is going first. Oh, which one are you watching? The Spookies or the Skaven?
I was looking at the Skaven.
Oh, okay. I'm watching
the
Skaven
Spookies,
too.
sorry, the Spookies.
Maybe that's it.
I've moved on to the Skaven now.
Right, so he's going with Scritch, and he is going for the Shade Glass Daggered Spooky. Yeah. He could do with this. Oh! That's another double crit.
What a crit.
Wow. Crit himself. Surely he now needs to use sidestep on Scritch just to inspire him. Move him out. Or he could use Musk of Fear, but I think I'd sidestep him out of that corner.
Yeah, VJ reckons the reason that it's pixelated is because the G-force is probably pushing the connection already, and then re-encoding the screen and pushing it out by a discourse will be maxing out his connection hard. It's two full HD streams.
I did wonder that, VJ. However, when we did a test run yesterday, the Rev stream was like this then as well, but it was also really jittery.
Right.
So it does seem
that wasn't on GeForce, was it?
It wasn't, but it wasn't any better graphics wise. It was still blocky like this. So
okay.
I can only assume it's his upload speed isn't great, and some people your download can be brilliant, but your upload might be shocking, and that's I think where it might be stinging us. But it could be a combination of the two.
I feel like you need to do that in your. You've got a voice for doing that kind of thing about upload and download speeds. I can't remember what the character is that you do. But
what's that? You get your upload speed.
That's the one.
It's your basic upload speed and download speed. You're not going to get very much more than that.
That's the one.
Oh, I think we just had a failed spell attempt there.
Okay. Yes, we did. Yep. Sorry, I was completely thinking about upload speed and download speed.
We have an inspired Skaven over there who only has 1 wound, but I think is rolling 3 dodge.
Oh, because he's put Cursed Artifact on it or whatever it is.
The spooky player's got a distract. He's got trap as well, which could be dangerous for Scritch. Although if he's in the corner, ironically, he's immune to trap.
Yeah, that's true. One of the advantages of being in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. Unless they want
baby rats in the corner.
He has got Musk of Fear, though, and I think I'd put that on Kirk to inspire him. Because that'll put him on guard. Oh, yeah. Look at it. I've called it. I'm like some kind of genius. Wow. Why can I not play like this when I'm playing my games, then? Andrew Marlowe says, I need to be a door-to-door IT salesman. You get your basic package. It's got all your normal upload limits and download limits. It's a very normal price. Whose go is it? God, it's still in the power step.
Steve's doing the power step, I think.
Right.
He's waiting. I know now it's
Spooky Steve's
I completely missed what Steve played there.
It's 4-2. I think he's going to go for Kirk with the Everhanged.
That's a good play, I think.
I don't know if it'll kill him. I don't think the Everhanged can one-shot Kirk.
Okay. No. He has Cleaver, doesn't he?
He does. So that does negate the shields, but Kirk is rolling 2 dice.
Well, hasn't he? He's got
That's
trap.
True. That is true.
Take him out.
Ooh. The dice are on the Skaven side this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt says he thinks the Rev's connection was poor before, and I think we are at the whim of people's net connections. That's the only problem with this setup. It's just I said this earlier in the stream as well. This is why when they stream these things professionally, all the players are in the same place.
Yeah.
He's debating whether to use distraction, and I'm not sure what. Pete with the Monty Python lovely filth voice. That might be where I got it from. Just a butchering of the lovely filth voice. Monty Python, a treasure trove of voices.
I will say you're like a one-man walking Monty Python.
I do like Monty Python. It's the absurd humour I enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, Scritch has the. What's he doing? Oh, I think he attacked with the dagger on the Queen and just completely missed. But it wasn't a charge.
No.
So he could go for a second shot because as it didn't land, the dagger is not wasted.
No.
Back to the spookies. That was a quick one. Nothing to play now. Everyone's blown all their cards.
Activation 2.
I'm assuming that Everhang's going to go after Kirk again. Oh no, Bride Queen's now going to go
at that Skaven, presumably.
Yeah, as he's waving around her.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a good idea. But it is 3 defense dice.
Yeah.
All 1 crit.
Oh, 2 dodges, but not enough. Yeah, he's got an activation. He could bring him back, but then he just.
That's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But I'm not sure whether that's good use of thingy bots names.
Activation economy.
Yeah, activation economy. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Put an acrobatic on the Everhang for 3 defense dice.
Or filth in the channel, exactly, for the casuals.
For us filthy casuals.
Yeah.
Give us a holler, you filthy casuals out there. Hopefully you're enjoying this. That's a t-shirt I need to get sorted. And I think Patreon now does merchandise, so I'm going to have to see if I can sort it on there. And it might be easier for people to buy, and it might be easier for us to sort out as opposed to
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good.
Teespring.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sidestepping someone. Who's he sidestepping? I mean, he's still not got supremacy. I can't remember if Spooky Boy's still got supremacy in his hand, and I don't think he's going to score it this round either.
Well, no, but the rats are on 3 objectives at the moment, I think.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Scritch, the Festering, and Kirk, although I don't rate Kirk's chances. I mean, you could bring back a Skaven this round. Oh no, he's going for an attack. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh.
Missed it and crit defended it.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
It's not been a hard hitting round this round.
No.
Got a distraction coming, I think. Got a distraction coming.
What, from the spookies?
Yeah, I think so.
Could
and
be.
then move on to the objective, presumably.
I don't think he's got 3 still though, has he? Oh, he might have with that.
No, he'll only have. No, he won't have 3. No.
No, yeah, he will have 3 because he's got 1 in his half, and then he'll have the 2 in the Skaven half if he does a distraction, which he has done. Or he's shoved that.
Has he got 1? And is there 1? Is the Queen's not an objective? Is she or is she? I can't tell.
Yeah, I think she is.
Is she okay? Yeah, I can't tell on this.
I'm just trying to see neither players in a view where I can see what's going on. Sorry for jumping around, people. We're on to the spookies next turn. Varklav going to move on to the objective and try and splat the rat at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I mean, at this point, as the Skaven player, you've got to give up on supremacy, haven't you? And then do you just charge with Scritch to maybe take out a spooky on an objective and stop supremacy in your...
I think so. Ooh,
he has missed.
Another miss.
I don't think Scritch has any strength upgrades at all, so I don't think he can one-shot Varklav, because that would be the ideal.
Yes, but just take out this the other little shame rasp on the objective.
I think that would be my plan now, because he can't score supremacy. So over to Ratty Rev. What's he going to do? I think he is going to go with Scritch. We were talking about a new fast and fun game for the channel. Have you considered Monster Apocalypse? I've never heard of Monster Apocalypse, have you?
I might have heard of it, but it could just be 2 words that I quite like stuck together. I feel like I have seen it somewhere.
Oh, he's hit and done some damage to Varklav, so I think he has stopped supremacy.
Well, he went for Varklav, did he?
He did. I guess the next round he could go for another charge because Varklav's now only on 1 wound.
Right, I see. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think he's at least successfully... No, he hasn't successfully stopped supremacy. Yes, he has.
He has,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. Spooky Steve cannot get onto 3 objectives now. He's only on 1. Matt says he liked this video so much he liked it. Thank you, Matt. And anybody else who likes this video,
I mean,
like it too.
I haven't liked my own video.
Well, he's going to charge back in for a counter-attack with Varklav by the looks of it. Oh no, with one of the other. Oh, he can't because he already charged with Varklav, so he's going to charge with Headless Harry by the looks of it on Scritch. He's only doing 1 damage, but he does have Trap. Swarming Spirits.
Swarming Spirits.
It's 4 glory apiece at the moment.
A hammer.
Oh, but a dodge and a single assist.
Oh, just enough.
This is a much closer game.
It's 4 each.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if anyone's played any keys yet. I think the Festering Skaven has a key on him. I don't know if any of the spookies have a key on them yet, because that could be what it comes down to at the end.
Steve's got 1 in hand, and he's on an objective. I think he's got the objective 4 one.
So at the end of the round, I can't remember who went first. I think Spookies went first. The dice have definitely favoured Steve less this game, I think.
Yeah, the dice have been pretty bad the whole game.
Well, there was that double crit and double crit defense.
Yeah, well, okay, not bad then. The outcomes.
Yes.
The outcomes.
The final result have been a bit lacklustre.
Yeah, there's a lot of bodies still left on the pitch.
Yeah.
Which they are.
No objectives scored by the Skaven though. He's got to be getting rid of supremacy. He's kept it.
Ooh.
That's brave.
I suppose it's a game-winning card at this point. If you score it, your opponent won't, and that's a good net of glory.
Well, you've only got 3 fighters on the pitch though.
Yeah, but he can bring one back.
Yeah, true.
But he has used up his card. I think the card is where it's at for scoring supremacy late in the game.
Yeah.
Your opponent can't do anything about it when you bring one back in a really awkward position and just walks onto the objective.
Yeah, but the spookies do cover the field.
Oh yeah,
He did score supremacy.
Okay.
Oh, because he charged.
Back onto
the objective,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Completely missed that. I'm such a cretin. Oh, 7 plays 4.
Still holding treacherous foe. Because he can't. Of course, if he managed to get trap off at any point, he could have used treacherous foe.
Yeah.
But he hasn't actually managed to do that at all.
Now, does TheReverendMaynard just say bollocks to objectives? I'm just going to start chopping everybody up with Scritch.
Maybe. So he has kept supremacy.
That is true. I'm not sure he should have done that, to be honest.
No.
It feels like a questionable manoeuvre.
So it's
everyone's very quiet in the chat. Hopefully that means that's because they're enwrapped. Not enwrapped.
Roderick Pommier says he's a strategy mastermind when he watches other people play.
Yes,
yeah, I know that feeling.
As are we.
The pendulum is definitely swinging towards Steve. He's already 1 game up.
Yeah.
He's just kind of got to hang on.
It was much more of a whitewash the first game, 13-1.
He's got Deathly Fortitude and looks like another key in there.
Dazzling key.
The dazzling key, and is that the formless key? Or
I think he's got the formless key too.
Which he's probably going to score.
Can't remember which one the dazzling's for.
No, I can't remember. I don't play keys very often. Oh, so Reverend has won.
Reverend's won the roll. I think I'd go first for him and get an attack off with Scritch. Just start chopping those spookies to pieces.
I think so.
I think all the time Scritch is alive and you've got easy targets nearby.
Scritch is alive!
Scritch is alive! Whilst you've got that option. Oh, he's going for... Oh, dear. Oh, he made the spookies go first.
I'm going to say he made the spookies, which I can see why.
Gives you that last turn, jump onto an objective option.
If you're trying to get supremacy, that's pretty vital.
He's also got scratching in the shadows, so he can shove somebody off with a distraction.
Okay.
I didn't see what other cards he's got, but he's got acrobatic. What he needs is a Tome of Offerings now.
Switch goes into the future.
What has the spooky got? What is he going to play?
It's exciting. He's thinking about it. He's put his cards down.
He was going to. No, he's not. So we're on to the Reverend Maynard. What's he going to do? I don't think I had scratching shadows yet. All the time there's people around to slap with a halberd. I'd be picking that one.
Yeah, I think so. And he could take out 2 for an objective without even moving.
He could take 2 off of objectives. Oh, he is distracting someone. Maybe he's going to go after Varklav with an early charge. Or just, Interesting.
Sidestepping as well.
Wow, he's burning them all up. Oh no, we've got Spooky to sidestepping back.
Okay, so I'm going back again.
I'm guessing that's to protect Varklav.
Yeah, it must be.
It's whilst it's a bit of a pain when your opponent sidesteps back a distracted model, it does burn up their sidestep.
Yeah.
And you don't even got to worry about it then. I'd still be just chopping away at ghosts with Scritch right now. But maybe that's why I'm not in the final. But he's got 2 spookies on 2 objectives, both within 2 hexes. It's chopping time, I would have thought.
He could kill them both, then run on to both objectives, and then and win the game. Maybe.
He could kill them both. 3rd turn he could charge Varklav. If Varklav's still in charging range near an objective, he could cause a lot of grief.
What's going on there?
I think he's going to charge someone. think I don't know what he's thinking. I'm just guessing. Doing something.
Curious.
I want to know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Oh, don't want to charge. No, he's just going for that spooky. Interesting.
Okay.
I think I guess. Oh, crit defense. There's nothing more soul destroying than your opponent crit defending things when you just want a few attacks to come off.
Yeah, this is one of those games where I'll be like, really?
Heightened caution. Ooh, what's that one? I'm not even sure what that one is.
Roll an extra defense dice when something.
Oh, okay. Plus one defense dice for the next attack, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
So what's Spooky Stee doing? He's got hold objective 2, advancing strike, so he must be wanting to go after Kirk. I do not know.
Yeah, he's got advancing strike.
Valentin says Steve has to throw the game now. That was the deal, right? Yes, that was the deal, Valentin. Hopefully he sticks to it. If he knows what's good for him. The Everhound going for poor old Kirk. If he gets this off, it's going to be 3 glory.
Fist underneath. Does the Everhound use hammers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a defensive, sort of great display of defence in this game. There's very few hits are landing.
A lot of things have been defended. I don't know why we didn't use Discord when we did the game before, because this works so much better. It's just so much easier to switch between people's screens when they're streaming.
I have to tell that I'm barely doing it because I can't read it. I can't see anything on the Reverend's screen.
I can make out enough that I can sort of see who's going where, but I can't see the cards, which is the only problem.
Yeah. So we've got a bit of Deathly Fortitude coming, maybe. Steve's taking a look, having a look.
He's having an arm.
Oh, I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to bring it back.
I guess the problem he's got is if he puts Deathly Fortitude on Varklav, Scritch can still one-shot him.
Yeah.
So he's put it on a different Spooky, who now cannot be one-shotted. Clever girl.
Yeah.
Valentin says, are we sure it's not crit death Matt in disguise? Yeah, there have been a lot of crit deaths tonight.
Could be.
Right, I mean, Scritch has got to be going for that other Spooky now, surely. Oh, he's running across the board and going after someone completely different. Oh. Misses.
What even was that defense dice there?
I don't know, but he didn't roll his... I hate that. I don't know why some of them are coming up at such wonky angles. It really bugs me. I don't like it.
See, I wouldn't have. If I'd have been playing, I wouldn't know what that was.
I think the Bride Queen's now going to go for Kirk. If she takes him out, he's got advancing strike, so he can't use Treacherous Foe with Trap. But I don't think he cares so much because he'll get advancing strike anyway.
Yeah.
Queen is a beast once she's inspired.
Oh, she is. She's really good. And he's got assists as well on this.
Ooh. Nobody can hit the broadside of a barn. But saying that, though, I still think... Yeah, I think Scritch needed that hit for... Did he need it for precise use of force? Because Scritch does 3 damage inspired, and that Spooky has 2 wounds. And I'm assuming Scritch is inspired now.
Yeah, because he inspired him earlier in the game, didn't he? When he was over on the other objective.
Yeah.
In the corner, where he is, back where he is now.
I can't say I would have charged with Scritch.
Andrew defers to you.
Vanson says that he wants to see something die. We all want to see something die. Just something. There's been a lot of missed. Yeah, not the feed, but something else. It's the 4th go, and I don't think that Ratty Rev can do much about this now, I'm afraid.
No.
The dice have absolutely deserted him.
I'm going to score supremacy.
If he does have precise use force, though, he could have attacked with the Festering here against that Spooky on the objective, because they only have 1 wound.
Right. Here we go. Oh, Everhanged is. Oh, he's got Everhanged. Jumped onto objective
4
1.
marks for 1, yeah. I presume that...
He's got a key, that's why. Yeah, the formless key or the dazzling key.
I presume that Ratty Rev has change of tactics, and that's why he's done this. And hopefully precise use force as well.
Has he got my dice are behind. Did he missed again?
Missed again, and it was crit deft as well. What can you do? What can you do with the dice like that?
It's got change of tic tacs.
Yeah.
But that's not going to be much consolation at this point.
Destiny to meet on Scritch, but I think it's sadly too little too late.
Got a dazzling key here, which is objective 4, which he's on.
I definitely think that Stee has won this game.
Has Reverend got distraction or anything? No, because he had the other one earlier, didn't he? He had scratching in the shadows.
Yeah, he's used all those.
I don't know what I'm doing. Discord keeps asking me whether I want to should I enjoy the stream.
Yeah, it's like I haven't finished.
And he keeps saying, "Don't show me this again." But I keep clicking that, and it keeps showing. I hate checkboxes like that.
It's like you couldn't possibly mean that.
Would have made 7-7 if it had hit. Apparently.
Yeah. That would have, and I think he still would have won on objectives held. So, but it would have been damn close. There we go. That's match 12 plays 6. Well done. We have a winner.
We do.
Spooky Stee is the winner. Now let's see if both parties are available for chat. That was, I mean, those dice in the end there were horrific.
They really were. Really were.
Ratty's dead. I do think if you're playing rats versus spookies and you've got both sides playing objectives, you are much less likely to win as a Skaven, because the spookies just have too many tricks up their sleeve.
Yeah.
Just waiting to see if both parties are available for a little chat before we...
Chat-et.
Chat-et. Just waiting in the channel because I don't want to just suddenly join the discussion and unmute them just to hear them go, fucking dice! Just waiting to see if both parties are interested in partaking. TheReverendMaynard says yes. I'm assuming Stee, our new winner, Season 3, will be getting his mug in the coming weeks. I mean, Stee is ranked 1.
Yeah, he's played this game a bit then, is that what you're saying?
He's put the time in, is what I'm saying. Valentin says he lost against Stee as well, so his honour is restored. Let's jump in. Let's turn the chat on, shall we?
Wow, look at those games! My goodness me!
Yeah. He's
Here's the Reverend.
He's quite good to have.
Hello, gents.
Hello, mate. How are you?
How was that?
Well, apologies, it wasn't particularly very good to watch. But
Kirk, they're definitely trusted.
Yeah. Are you on, Robin?
Oh, I am. I can't hear anybody other than you.
You have to unmute them all again.
Oh, do I? Okay. Yes, I will, won't I? Yes.
How was that for the watch? Was it all right?
I think everyone was enjoying it. That second game was definitely closer and more nail-biting than the first.
Yeah, first one just didn't happen.
Hi, guys.
I think that first game, there was... I mean, when Scritch died at the beginning of round 2, I think it was just, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm quite thankful that it bugged out, to be fair. Try and move on to something else.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes you get those games you just think, well, I can't really do much about this anymore, can I?
No, it just didn't happen.
I have
Definitely
unmuted everybody, I
Thorns
think, and I
with
still can't hear
objectives in their side,
I'm
like all
muting myself.
3 is the Achilles heel of this deck. So it was always going to be an uphill struggle, but he played really
Still
strong.
can't hear anybody.
Super strong cards.
Yeah, they definitely came out in a good order, be able to get straight in your. I think both turns I was straight in your face first turn one,
Yep.
putting a
Yeah,
bit of.
I
Putting a
think
bit
you
of.
almost had a very similar set of cards both times round. Because Steve, I think you ended up with supremacy both times and 3 objectives in your half both times, that's just jammy.
that's Shadespire for you boys. You know it.
This is why I think that in general, if you're playing a best of 3, whoever wins the first roll off for board selection should automatically lose the second roll off for board selection, just to because I think if it had been the other way around, if the Skaven player had 3 objectives at one point, I'm sorry, I'm going to possibly relate to you as Skaven player and Ghost player because I keep during the stream I keep getting you both mixed up on who's playing what. But I think if Reverend Maynard had got 3 objectives in his half for one of the games, it could have been a very different story with supremacy and some of the other cards bouncing around.
Definitely, yeah. Because the whole thing there with me having 3 objectives, I was like, right, if I can just keep him distracted with the Everhanged and the Queen, then the 3 objectives are mine for the game, and it pretty much went that way a bit.
And you got you had what's the word? Sudden appearance, both
Yes.
games first round as well.
Yeah, that was very, very lucky.
Which is just, I mean, you had almost the perfect setup. Both times you had 3 objectives. Both times you had the ability to get the queen in your opponent's face early, and you had supremacy as well. It was just the perfect game.
Yeah, well, the first game was over quickly. As soon as I saw that board set up with Scritch trapped in the corner with Kirk trapped next to him, I was thinking, oh, that's just too. It's just too tempting not to.
Yeah, because once you get the queen in there, Kirk is trapped, and then you're a bit buggered, aren't you?
Yeah, it's what you sort of have to do with these to try and rely on getting trapped a lot of the time because they're not very reliable in terms of attacks. So you've got to try and get every little advantage you can with them.
And Reverend Maynard, the first game for you, it all just went. I think at the end of the first round, you almost stopped Steve from scoring supremacy, but I think you missed an attack.
Yeah, I think I rolled more attack dice in those 2 games than I did in the entire league. I don't like relying upon them because they're just too unpredictable. And tonight proved why I don't like doing it. But that Shadespire, man, that's how it goes.
So Robin's having a bit of difficulty trying to unmute you guys. So Robin, you do need to unmute each of their individual channels in Discord if you have muted them.
It says I have.
And you also need to. Don't know if you've got Discord set up so it's playing through your headphones. Might be another problem. I don't know.
Was it trying to play through my mic or something weird like that?
It could be. You might check that one out.
So
ask Robin.
Then I can hear him.
Andrew Mo says he can't hear Robin anymore. How very strange.
How funny.
Hopefully everybody can hear everybody else, but they should be able to hear. Robin hasn't been talking until just then, so hopefully nobody's.
I haven't spoken because I don't want to talk over anybody.
Yeah, Andrew said he can hear you now.
Okay.
So one question I want to ask before we jump on to our season 3 finale winner. Just want to ask you, Reverend Maynard, how are you finding GeForce Now?
GeForce Now is incredible. GeForce Now means we can play at high end on a computer that shouldn't be able to do it. So
on a toaster.
Yeah, it's almost a given. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, I think it's just. I mean, I've been using it to play on my Mac. My Mac's not bad, but obviously it's a Mac, and you can't play these games on a Mac. And I didn't want to have to boot camp it or whatever. I can't remember the phrase. I don't want to install Windows and go for all that faff. But yeah, you get that in there, and suddenly you're playing the game in full high end. It's just fantastic.
It's a guaranteed win. I don't think there's any reason not to do it.
So do you think you'll be playing Skaven next time? I think you played. I mean, some of the matches you played with your Skaven, you scored some massive glory differences as well.
We had some strong ones. We had some good games. Pretty much every game came down to the wire. None of them were clear cut. Like the Fast Riders in the last match was literally the last power step activation, scoring 1 glory to beat him by 1. So they were all really tight. I expected today was going to be really tight as well, and it wasn't. in fairness. But no, I don't think next time. I think to mix it up a bit, I'll try something a bit different.
I think the first game it did come down to a few early rolls, and the fact that Steve did get supremacy in his half both times made it. I wouldn't say won him the game, but it takes a lot off your shoulders when you've got 3 objectives and supremacy in your hand at the same time.
100%, yeah, 100%. It's an uphill battle when you've got. If it was a warband with less fighters, it would be less of an uphill struggle. He's just got so many options to move people about onto the objectives, and then at that point, I'm relying upon knocking him off because there's only so many switch and push cards out there, and when you're relying on the dice, you know what it's like, Pete.
Oh yes, I'm familiar with that.
It's more often than not, it's not going to quite come off, but that doesn't detract away from the fact that he had a strong deck and he played exactly how he should have played to win the game.
And so, Steve, you are the season 3 champion.
Whoop, whoop.
I can now just about hear them.
Hooray!
I think it's because you were going through Skype and they were and Discord was not using the speakers. I think that's why. But they're still quite quiet. But I can just about hear them. So well done, guys. It was a great game to watch.
If you turn down your Skype audio, Robin, you could just turn up your Discord audio.
Oh, that's a good one. I know that.
I'll let you cogitate on that one.
Sod off, man.
So, Steve, you've romped home with the Thorns there. I presume you got to number 1 with the Thorns?
Oh, it was a lot of grinding. It's purely for the skins. Purely for the skins.
Are the Thorns your favourite of all the current released warbands?
Currently released, probably Magors, to be fair.
Yeah.
The only reason I took the Thorns was they just came out and I've never used them in real life.
He's just rubbing it in there.
I thought I'd give them a spin. Never really get a chance to play them much, so I thought, yeah.
Cool.
And with objective play being really strong at the moment, it was a case of it. To be honest, it came down to these or Skaven myself. And these were newer and shinier. So
they're definitely 2 warbands I quite enjoy playing at the minute, and I think it'll be interesting, the tabletop version with the nerfs that have just come in for the Thorns, to see how tough or how much harder they get to play. I think at the moment, with Varklav's ability to do multiple pushes, it can make them a bit more forgiving for objective play, I've found anyway, for me personally, because I'm naff at it and I seem to be able to do it quite well. So have you ever tried like an offensive deck or anything like that with these guys, or did you stick with objectives throughout?
I stuck with this mainly because, to be honest, that's pretty much my game plan with these, is hold the chain rafts back and go straight in with the Queen and the Everhanged.
Yeah.
Because the pair of those are just a massive distraction. So it's a fact of in most games, they left the chain rafts alone at the back because they were too busy dealing with what was at the front.
Yeah.
So one of the major downfalls of the warband is you can bleed a lot of glory. Whereas if you do this tactic, they're that distracted that they don't seem to give away the easy glory.
Yeah, I mean, in that 3rd round as well, Reverend there was swinging and missing all over the place. I don't know if you actually hit with any of your attacks in that 3rd round, Rev, and
I don't think neither of us did. Yeah.
I think we were just swinging around. That's why I don't like doing that kind of style play with the Skaven, because that happens so often. It's painful, because if it had come off, you know what I mean, there was a chance to get a couple of glory from some train rasps. I had precise use of force in hand on that last one, so that would have been potential. So there was a chance to get it closer. I don't think it was going to win the game, but it got it a little bit closer. It
was close, because if you'd have killed a chain rasp with each swing, you'd have got 2 glory. You'd have got 1 for precise use, possibly. You could have possibly gone after Varklav for another one, but I mean, just every roll was a miss. So
in fairness, I owed him a glory for Kirk anyway. So
he lasted. Kirk was a beast.
I know it's sad. It's sad he lasted so long for nothing. He scored nothing. There was no purpose. He could have died. I didn't really mind because he wasn't going to achieve anything down there. But he just kept going and going.
It's good to distract the attacks at least.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, he definitely earned his money in that last game.
He did. Yeah,
So-
he did. I'll play a game with them over the next few days, and I'll tell you how quickly he dies in the next.
Kirk is literally nearly always my first to die because he's nearly always the one that's got any chance of doing any kind of damage, and I charge him in early, and he nearly always dies then straight away. So, Steve, you're going to be joining season 4?
Yep, sounds good to me.
You're going to be bringing a different warband, or are you going to rock the Thorns again?
No, I'll retire these now. So I'm hoping if Steel City's listening that there might be another band out by then.
Yeah. Does Steel City have the inside track and all that then?
No, Steel Sky.
Oh,
sorry,
Steel
yeah.
Sky. Sorry, I thought you said Steel City. I thought you were talking about the Steel City. Yeah, sorry. Completely. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that we get Reavers soon.
Oh.
What would be your choice?
I'm hoping for a little bit of Curse Breakers would be nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. And Rev, who would your next warband choice be?
I definitely want to see the Chosen Axes.
Oh.
If we're going Shadespire, if we're going Nightbolt, then the 9.
9 would be a funky mix-up. I wonder if they're going to try and bring out some of the weaker, or perceived as weaker warbands, like the Eyes and stuff like that, now to give them a bit more of a chance before more cards come in. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh.
Sorry, Robin.
So if they bring out the Eyes of the Nine, we'll give Andrew a bye to the final.
I think that seems fair. Fair.
Yeah.
Well, interestingly enough, there was I don't know if you guys are aware, there was a Vassal tournament recently which had 45 players in it. There were some really funky sort of high-ranking players, and the top 2 positions were Skaven and Thorns. So, funky to see.
And also weirdly, in this high-level sort of league as well, it was the same. So obviously we're doing something right.
Yeah, we're replicating that meta in our own little mini-verse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you for streaming that, guys. I hope you enjoyed doing that, and I'm sure everybody at home enjoyed watching that one.
No, pleasure, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for setting it up.
And I don't know if anybody watching has any other questions they want to ask. I think Matt asked, where is it? It's gone already. Can't find it. Oh, Andrew asked a question for you, Steve. What does your dog think of you being Season 3 champion?
Oh, could you hear me shouting my dog to get down at times?
That's the picture. You've got your dog in your picture.
Okay. Yeah, they're currently fast asleep. It's because I've been ignoring them for too long.
Dog's like, screw you, I'm going to bed.
Pretty much, yeah.
And Rev Maynard, are you going to be sticking with the Ratties next time, or do you think you might pick somebody else up?
Something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if anything new comes out. If not, I don't know.
Well, we will be.
Maybe
Sorry, go on.
Maybe some orcs, maybe.
Ooh, Valentin, you might have some competition there.
Christ, no, I've already enjoyed Valentin's orcish attacks. I don't want no more.
It seems so you like picking the underdogs. You can always go skeletons if you're feeling like a right saver.
Yeah, aggro skelly band.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I play the aggro skellies in our tournament, and normally I don't do too badly with aggro skellies. I like to think that I probably win as many as I lose at least. But I played aggro skellies in the league in this tournament just finished, and I think I lost every single game. So yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Oh well, then in which case, then I will pick up that mantle, then Pete, and roll them for you.
Do me proud.
Yeah, something like that. We'll take one win as a mighty victory for the tournament.
Definitely. Right, so hopefully everybody at home enjoyed that, and I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll be on for season 4, which we will open up to everybody else, all our patroners. If you want to join in, you've got to be a patroner, which both these lads are, and I'm sure they'll tell anybody who asks that it's well worth the money. No pressure.
Completely worth every single penny, and you don't even have to play in the tournament for it to be worth every penny.
Excellent. Checks in the post, guys. And
I'll
and
just take
if
a mug.
if you don't have a machine that can cope, or you have a Mac or whatever, then the Reverend Maynard will also say, you know, check out GeForce now because it is fantastic.
Yeah, I really would. There's no reason not to play in the tournament without it.
Cool. Steve, do you have any final words as current reigning champion?
When does the next one start?
Yep, so we'll start sign up tomorrow. Anybody
Sounds
wants to be
good
in
to
there,
me.
do check it out on Discord. Robin, did you have
Definitely.
any questions you want to ask?
No, I don't think so. I can barely hear anybody, so I think I'll just sit here quietly.
Okay. Well, I think that's it from us tonight, boys and girls. I hope everyone enjoyed that one, and we'll see you soon in the Beast Grave. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Cheers.